안녕하세요. 고급 영어 영자신문을 읽으며 영어 공부도 하고 경제 및 시사 공부를 할 수 있는 고급 영어로 가는 길 채널입니다. 이번 영상은 바로 전에 올린 미국의 솔레이마니 암살이 불러올 심각한 파장 관련 기사에 대한 원어민 리딩의 오디오 버전입니다. 앞서 설명드린 솔레이마니 피격 관련 기사를 원어민은 어떻게 발음하는지 잘 들어보시기 바랍니다. 반복 플레이를 하시면서 함께 살펴본 영어 단어 및 표현에 대한 암기 용도로 활용하셔도 좋을 것 같습니다. 그럼 원어민 리딩을 바로 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
There's a winner from the US-Iran crisis, and it's ISIS. Terrorist group ISIS will likely be the winner as tensions between Washington and Tehran mount after the US killing of Iran's most powerful military commander, experts say. Qasem Soleimani, head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard's elite Quds force, was killed in Baghdad last Friday in a US airstrike directed by President Donald Trump. The crisis sent tensions between the US and Iran rocketing and triggered retaliation threats from Tehran. It also raised questions about the future of American troops in Iraq. A US-led coalition has been operating in Iraq to fight the notorious terrorist group, the self-declared Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. After the death of Soleimani, the coalition announced Sunday that it would be suspending most operations against ISIS, which once controlled large swathes of Iraq and Syria before Allied intervention. The US and Iran, though adversaries, are mutual enemies of ISIS and effectively fought against ISIS to crush the terrorist group's de facto state in Iraq and Syria. Because it was the unlikely coalition between the United States and Iran that pushed ISIS back, the US forces leave. On the one hand, that's good news for Iran, but it's also good news for ISIS, he said. ISIS, which had seemed to be on its back foot, there's a new opening for it. Iraq's parliament on Sunday passed a resolution calling for the government to expel foreign troops from the country. It came as the government in Baghdad accused Washington of violating its sovereignty. Experts say that the Iraqi response is causing more uncertainty surrounding US presence in the region. The assassination was such an extreme violation of Iraqi sovereignty, done unilaterally, without Iraqi government consent, that Iraqi officials will come under tremendous political pressure to eject US forces, said Eileen Goldenberg, director of the Middle East program at Washington-based Center for New American Security, in an op-ed on Friday. The US-led coalition has now switched its focus to protecting Iraqi bases from attack by Iranian allied militias such as Kataib Hezbollah, according to an official statement from the coalition. A viable US presence in Iraq remains an open question, said Goldenberg, who previously served as Iran team chief in the US Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, as well as special advisor on the Middle East between 2009 to 2012. The security situation, which has certainly now been complicated, is not the only problem, wrote Goldenberg. Goldenberg warned that a chaotic US withdrawal under fire could present real dangers. He also flagged the risk of hurting efforts to counter ISIS. The mission to counter ISIS remains a going concern, and if the United States is forced to leave Iraq, that effort could suffer a serious blow, he wrote. ISIS retains an underground presence and could take advantage of the chaos of an American withdrawal or US-Iranian conflict to improve its position in Iraq, Goldenberg warned. Key takeaway words: 1. Mount. 2. Retaliation. 3. Coalition. 4. Swathe. 5. Adversary. 6. Crush. 7. Back foot. 8. Sovereignty. 9. Assassination. 10. Op-ed. 11. Militia.
자, 오늘 준비한 내용은 여기까지입니다. 오늘도 시청해주셔서 너무 감사드립니다. 구독 및 좋아요 버튼도 꾹 눌러주시기 바랍니다. 그리고 아래 나와 있는 whateverthequestionis gmail.com 이메일로 다뤄줬으면 하는 기사나 영자 기사의 해석이 안 되는 부분을 문의 주시면 조만간 그에 관한 영상을 제작해 보도록 하겠습니다. 그럼 다음 영상에서 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 그때까지 안녕히 계세요.